Are you looking for a new game? Do you want something that has a great story and some online play? Check out my review of Red Dead Redemption 2 coming up next on Mumbles. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Mumbles. On today's episode of Mumbles, we're taking on some Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, before we get into anything, guys, I do have to ask you guys all a huge favor. If you haven't already, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button and also ring that little notification bell. Both of them will help you keep up to date with the channel, will help the channel grow, and just know how much I appreciate it, guys. Now let's talk about Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game that launched in October of 2018, and I am just now reviewing it, and I know what some of you are thinking. Mumbles, why now? Well, guys, now that it's had over a year to build up on their online, I want to give you a full review that includes both story and online play. So I'm going to do that, but first let's talk about some general information about this game. Starting with, this game is available on the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, and the PC. Now, the creators for this game read the description as, America, 1899. The end of the Wild West era has begun, and lawmen hunt down the last remaining outlaw gangs. Those who will not surrender or succumb are killed. After a robbery goes badly wrong in the western town of Blackwater, Arthur Morgan and Vanderlyn gang are forced to flee. With the best bounty hunters in the nation massing on their hills, the gang must rob, steal, and fight their way across the rugged heartland of America in order to survive. As deepening internal divisions threaten to tear the gang apart, Arthur must make the choice between his own ideals and loyalty to the gang that raised him. From the creators of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 is an epic tale of American life at the dawn of the modern age. So guys, for those of you that want to know more about this game in my own words, this is a Western game. It takes place back in the day when there was outlaws and things like that, so you can kind of get in your mind what you're looking at here. You're looking at a game that is Western style, horseback riding, all that good stuff is going on. It's not very advanced. There's still a lot of bank robbers and things like that, and it's just coming to the end of that era. So you're put right in the middle of that, and that's where the game takes place. But is it a good game? Let's find out. First, let's talk about the graphics, the soundtrack, and the controls. First off, the graphics in this game, as if there was any doubt, guys. This game has great graphics. I don't really need to say anything more about it. They're just really good graphics. Now, soundtrack-wise, this game has a great soundtrack. It all matches up to the style and everything that's going on in the game. They did a great job, and it's to be expected from Rockstar. Finally, the controls in this game do take a little bit getting used to. For the most part, they're easy, but there is a little bit of a learning curve, especially for things such as the Deadeye and things like that. It just takes a minute to kind of figure out what's going on with them. So not a steep learning curve, but there is a small learning curve there. But overall, the controls work great for the Xbox One. Now let's talk about the gameplay. This game tells the story of Arthur Morgan, an outlaw cowboy who's part of a gang being chased by the law. Along the way, a lot of things happen, but this is the basic premise of the game. As an outlaw, you need to make money by robbing people, doing different things, and all kinds of different work. Anything that can make you money, you're going to probably want to do it. In addition to pulling off various heists and things, there's also a lot of other things to do in this game, such as fishing, and hunting, and treasure hunting, and bounty hunting, and a whole host of various side quests. As a person in the Old West, you will have to have a horse. You'll have to care for them, you'll have to find a good one, you'll have to build them up, and you'll have to keep them healthy. In addition to that, you also have to care for your guns. This is not a game where you just can shoot guns however you want. You have to care for them, you have to clean them. If you don't, the stats will go down and you will find that you aren't able to get people as well. You also have to use the money that you earn to build up your camp, your sleeping arrangements, things like that. It will all help you progress and get better and better in this game. Now, this is just the offline section that I've talked about. In addition to that, there's also a great story here offline. And it tells the story of Arthur Morgan and what he goes through and everything that happens. And it's a very long story, and it's a good story. But guys, I want to now focus on the online portion of this game. In addition to the various things offline, you can also go online and do some of those same things with your friends. You can do things such as missions. You can rob people. You can rob stores. You can do all kinds of different things online. And you can also do their other various modes, such as Battle Royale and things like that. So guys, that's the basic information about the online. Now I'm going to tell you my cons about this game. The first con that I have for this game is the online. Guys, this game's online still isn't that great. In GTA Online, if you guys have ever played that, you have a lot of different things to do. You can run businesses, you can own nightclubs, you can do all sorts of different things. There's all different kinds of game modes and all different kinds of things to do. In this game, it just feels like, because it was back in the Western days, that Rockstar didn't really know what to do with it. So it's a bit disappointing that the online, even to this day, still isn't top notch. So that is our first con. My second con is that side missions at times can be a bit tedious. A lot of them are fetch quests, which I'm not a fan of. I know that it's just a side quest, you don't have to do it, but some of the rewards you get kind of forces you to do it. I know I'm being extremely picky here, but I'm not a big fan of those kind of fetch quests. So now, guys, I've talked about the cons. All the stuff to talk about is my overall score for this game. Guys, Red Dead Redemption 2 has been out for over a year now, and I'm glad that I finally got to take it on and see exactly what Rockstar has been building with the online. The online isn't bad, it's just a little disappointing when you consider the fact of how much stuff Grand Theft Auto Online has. Now granted, they add to Red Dead Redemption Online all the time, but it's going to need a lot more in order to sustain online play all the time. With all that in mind, this game still has a fantastic offline mode. The story's great. The side quests, at times, but still good. The story missions are great. Doing things and fishing and hunting and all that stuff is a lot of fun. So guys, all that leaves me left to answer now is the question of what is this game going to get on our Mumbles review? Guys, I know a lot of people would say this game deserves a 10 out of 10. I gotta look at this as a full thing, okay? I can't just look at the offline, can't just look at the online. I gotta look at it both and see how they balance up. The offline play is so good. It is such a long game and it gives you so much to do that I feel compelled to give it a good score. But I have to take into account the online. It's not great. It wasn't for me. I'm just not a big fan of it. With that in mind, today's Mumbles review, Red Dead Redemption 2 gets a 9 out of 10. It's a fantastic game. If you guys have not tried it, please do give it a try. Anyways, guys, this has been my review of Red Dead Redemption 2. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Please smack that subscribe button, smack the like button, smack all those buttons. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.